Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
What's up, everybody? NTL, end of day 3. It's been an awesome time, good conference. Had some of the most amazing people up here hanging out with me. And, of course, I got the Jen Gore. She's been on the podcast, 2 times on the long form. Leduc live and here at NTL. So always great to have her
Happy
on.
NTL.
And she can barely talk, by the way. She's trying.
Yes. I tried to come by yesterday. My voice was completely shot. I'm actually speaking today, so that's great. But happy NTL 2026. It's a new year. And you are now officially part of the conference track.
So
People look for this booth now.
This is her making, kind of. She drugged me to this last year. So she was like, I remember you texted me like a Sunday. You're like, where are you? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was here Monday.
He's nimble.
Midday. I booked a flight that night.
But you didn't have this.
No, I just came by myself.
This is the next level.
Yeah. This was Leduc and with Armando and Spaghetti. Let's do something cool.
How did you meet Armando?
I met Armando through Luis Scott and
Through the conference.
8-figure firm. Yeah, their conference. But I wasn't going to any of these conferences really until you were like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I knew
your shit together.
you would like coming. I knew you would meet a lot of people, and I knew.
Yeah, and this has been the best thing. Like, I hear vendors going, oh, we didn't really have a great conference. Not that many lawyers walked by. We had 51 lawyers come and give us all their information.
So part of the secret is they all want to be on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're giving people an opportunity to showcase themselves, to create content, and that kind of goes in line with exactly what you do.
Well, as a lawyer, right, you need to create content. You have to get yourself out there. And you like talking about yourself and your business, so it's a win-win.
No brainer. So what has been like the things you've heard at this conference in 2026? What are the themes of this new year for all the people that couldn't make it?
Yeah, obviously AI is always talked about, but I think here's the big thing is connections and people matter. So all this AI shit that's going on, you can replace some people and some tasks and automate some things. But at the end of the day, it's the real relationships that are going to make everything stand out. And, these shows and these conferences where we make relationships, connect with vendors, find out new AIs and softwares and learn new things. So I think more than ever, being in person and getting together and meeting is going to make it stand out. Like lawyers are going to hire someone like us that they like, know, and trust, right? So.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of shakeups at companies this year. I've seen a ton of people that they used to work for one company. Now they're working for a different company this year. So even
no names.
Business is relationships. And so sometimes you're not working with a particular person yet, but next year they might be with a company that you are. So it's been really amazing to see all the changes of kind of January. You'll see these big shakeups.
There's been a lot of big shakeups. Obviously, in a marketing agency, there's been a lot of shakeups in that space. Private
Law
equity
firms.
is all in the legal space, in the law firm space. You had Jen now over at Sweet James. So there's a lot of things happening. But to your point, it comes back to you and your relationships and where you're going to go. I tell my staff this. We have, a lot of employees. They're learning something here, or they're connecting with us, or having that emotional intelligence, like you're going to take that on, whether you stay here or not. Like, there's going to be reasons why you might not stay here, but this is building up your network and you got to keep doing that.
Yeah. I also think this year, it's much colder in Miami than last year when
a lot colder. Yeah.
Like this
was it like 50 today? I think?
Like this is not the Miami that we're used to.
We lost power for like 2 days.
This is the first conference I've been to, and I've been to a lot.
Yeah.
Where the entire strip here in Miami, the power was out.
Yeah, I went in the bathroom and like got a bunch of soap on my hands, and then there's no water. I was like, shit. I was like, oh, man.
No, you didn't.
So they good. Yeah, I was like wipe it off with like paper towels. Yeah, it was funny. I was actually in a Lena came by. Lena like runs this conference for the most part, and they have like a vendor feedback meeting upstairs. And I was like, I'm gonna check this out. I thought they did a great job handling it, and everyone stayed engaged. They didn't clear out of here. Like they're still walking around. And
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. I think they did a good job. So
Yeah, nobody panicked.
Yeah.
But it was crazy because it wasn't just this hotel. It was the whole strip.
yeah, all up and down the street. So yeah, but curveballs. But
You got to adapt.
so a lot of conferences coming up. I
What's
plan
your
to
next one?
Pilma maybe, or wait, yeah, Pilma or TBI, whatever one's first. I'm not sure. I got like 10 on the list this year.
Very
Should be
exciting.
very proud of me.
You're going to 10. Well, how
Yeah.
many did you go to last year?
4. And
He's-
two were last minute kind of
It's
like
more than doubling.
yeah.
There's gonna
Yeah,
be
Mardi Gras is always going to be on the list.
a-
I'm also I'm doing the Managing Partners podcast in person live. So we're going to start renting studios out, kind of like Bourbon Proof. Bob already wants to be on. Mark Anderson wants to be on. I'm doing the first one in Atlanta in February.
come to Atlanta.
Yeah. I'll
What
hit you up.
what date is that going to be?
Tentatively the 23rd of February.
Very exciting.
So if you're around, we're gonna have some nice chairs, maybe some drinks.
Look at you. This
Learned that
is
from
a
Bob.
little mini empire here.
I don't know about that, but yeah. If you didn't come to NTL, if you're listening, watching, if you're a lawyer, you want to get out and learn and meet people, referrals, vendors. Jen has always a good thing. She meets her vendors here in person. They take care of her better.
You know, I've met a ton of people in person at this conference. Also, literally people will walk up to you and say, "Hey, I wanted to introduce you to this person, but I didn't. You just happen to be here. Perfect."
They don't always remember, right?
Yeah.
Oh crap, Jen, Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know
you
how
guys
many
should meet.
connections I've made just being here. I had a bunch of people go, "Hey, I know you."
How?
It's the podcast probably, but it didn't matter. That's all they needed. It's like a validation. Trust is already built somehow, whether it was good or bad. Like they're like, "Oh, I know you somewhere," so they'll talk to you.
Well, thank you for having me on. I
Absolutely.
look forward
Anytime.
to seeing you at the next event and seeing how you grow this.
Oh, it's gonna get big. It's gonna get huge. And I hope you get your voice back.
No, I know. Well, you know that we go to these Miami dinners and they're playing loud music,
You got to yell at
and
everybody.
you want to talk because you haven't seen this person in forever, and they're playing like the bongos. But happy NTL, happy 2026. We're back for another year.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in to the Managed Partners Podcast live and Spaghetti on the Wall podcast. And we'll see you later. Peace out.